room. Here we
Yay!
go. Habitation
Yes!
station.
Here we go.
I don't see this working. People are gonna lag.
No, yeah, I'm almost certain. 6 people.
Like, I'm trying to be as accommodating as I can. So
I'm,
we're
I'm,
gonna try it. I mean, we'll try, and if people
well,
lag,
well, here's the thing.
let's just hope that
Livybee's
you
in
don't
here, and
lag.
Livibee plays from Oceania, which kind of doesn't help matters a little bit. But you know what? Let's talk about the game and a little less about the logistics.
Ah,
Habitation Station PVZ has a very bad tendency to go in favor of the Zerg because of that
well,
gold
I don't
base.
know. So far, so good, people. Oh my god, great. So yeah, so I picked this map for the map pool because it tends to generate really interesting games.
It does,
This
doesn't it?
gold base makes people like, they like have to defend it. They have to keep other people from defending it, and so you can see a lot of unique strategies. And I think the good thing about this map, and we haven't seen gold bases in map pools for a while. This is obviously one of the latter maps, as everybody knows. But the good thing about this is I really do think this is a high risk, high reward location for this. And some of the other maps, it's not quite as prevalent. So we will see if any players make use of that here.
Yes, we will. But meanwhile, why don't we see our players over here in the top left? The purple Protoss from parts unknown. She is Selendis. I forget. Selendis is the Phoenix captain or the carrier captain.
That I do not know.
Selendis was in the campaign. I'm trying to remember which way.
Yeah.
She was in a Stargate unit. Was it a Void Ray?
Oh, yeah, I don't remember.
Huh. And
That
over
would
here
probably help us.
in the top right. 2 racks and 14 CC. In the top right, from Sydney Collegiate StarCraft Seattle something, the Pink Zerg. She is Livibee.
I don't think it's Seattle.
I know. I've always what is C for? What does SCA stand for?
Well, why don't you look it up next time?
Because I'm in the middle of a game. This is what chat is for.
Alright, so Pylon will go down here. This probe's going to have to be very careful or it is going to get killed.
I think it's gonna get drone got hooked up on the mineral, so yeah, probe should get
Immediately
away.
for the third down here. Pylon canceled, and as we see, no forge here. It is a gateway expand, so there's no danger of this being cannon rushed. Livibee does know that as her overlord is checking things out here. Very short distance for an overlord to travel, so gonna get lots of good scouting information. She can probably poke up, even check the gas timings if she would like as well here. Bit of a supply cap for Selendis at the moment. That'll be cleared. Construction of this pylon.
I'm a little surprised here by Livibee. Her hatchery was blocked, which is all well and good, but she built it over here at the normal mineral third, which is it's unusual because you would think that in that eventuality the Zerg would go ahead and put it down at the gold mineral base, because the gold mineral is worth a lot more in the early game to Zerg than it is for Protoss.
It's also, well, it's much harder to defend this though, and gateway expands, as we know, can get followed up by some pretty heavy aggression, and there's no way if you take this base that you're going to reliably be able to defend that. It's so much closer to your opponent's base. Meanwhile, a couple of Zerglings here are just going to be majorly annoying. Mothership Core moving over. These Zerglings probably won't get anything done, but they are doing some damage to this pylon before getting shooed away by the Mothership Core.
Just shields and 15 damage,
yeah.
no big deal.
So no third base here from Livibee as of yet, and it is on the way. Workers still in gas
Yeah,
here, so we will see if this is going to turn into some two-base play shortly, or
I don't think it will. I don't think it will. This goes back to what I was saying about the gold base. If you're going to go for some kind of two-base play and you're forced out of your natural base, you kind of automatically want to go for the gold base, because yeah, it's hard to defend, but if you're going for some kind of two-base like Speedling or Baneling or Roach play, it makes a little more sense to get those extra minerals.
well, you just don't need it, frankly. Like, you don't have enough larvae to support that much. Because you'll be larva limited by that, not income limited. Two
But
gas here. I mean, this is definitely going to be some sort of two-base aggression to start with from Livibee. She's getting a lot of gas here and opting not for a third hatchery. So we will see. Once the mothership core gets shooed away, I'm gonna guess we're gonna see some other tech going down. Roach Warren is already down. Speed is about to finish up, and no indication as of yet. 3 overlords in production, so we're gonna start seeing a lot of army units coming out, and Roach is coming at the moment as well. So gonna go for a Roach timing, and back behind this there is not quite a lot of production here. Immortal in the works for Selendis, as well as a Zealot here, and cannons going down, +1 being researched, but it's gonna be a lot of Roaches coming out real soon here.
yeah, this is going to be a very little scary push if Livibee keeps up with the Roach production. 1 cannon and a Zealot on the way. Where is Warp Gate? Warp Gate's finished already. So, just have to turn those into gateways.
Yeah,
and a Warp
see
Prism.
A Warp Prism on the way, so maybe some Immortal drop action, but I don't think that's really going to get into effect until this army is pretty much at her doorstep, and with 1 cannon and a Photon Overcharge, this may be difficult to hold, especially if the Immortal ends up sort of caught out of position halfway on the other side of the map.
Yeah, Livibee taking the long route down around the bottom side. Nothing to really take a... oh boy.
Yeah, it does get spotted by the mothership core here pushing out.
What the hell?
That Zealot
Hang
is
on.
not gonna... yeah, another Zealot being...
Lorax, can you get a pause on this?
Why?
Because StarCraft froze.
No, we can't pause this.
Oh, well, okay.
Hope it comes back. So I will radio cast again for the moment here.
StarCraft is
Roach
literally frozen here. I don't understand this.
Roach is pushing up into the main. We apologize for the technical difficulties, and Izanagi, yeah, just leave the game.
Okay, no, there we go. Fixed it. Fixed it. That has never happened before. It literally froze. Roach attack here, coming up here. The Immortal drops are doing a lot of damage here. And the micro is pretty good here from Selendis. Overall, very little damage done by these Roaches, and in fact not going to be able to get the Immortals either.
Yeah, Immortals do clean that up very nicely. They weren't able to really pick off any workers or anything like that. Third has gone down behind this for Livibee. She did invest quite a bit of her econ, if you will, back behind us. Not having 3-base saturation at this point. It is almost the 10-minute mark at the moment. So.
No, but on our way. Hydralisk stand behind this, and Ventral Sax Overlord drops.
Yeah, it's another way to get into this. She's going to try to make something happen. There is 2 Immortals here, and gateway units being pushed across, of course. Instant reinforcements with these Zealots. Units do have +1 at the moment that did finish, so this is going to be a pretty difficult thing for Livibee to handle.
No, yeah, I don't think she
with
holds
just
this.
slings and Roaches, as constant reinforcements are being worked in back behind us.
She needed to really reinforce with some Roaches before continuing on to Hydralisk production. Because this amount of Zealots and Immortals is just going to tear apart everything. 8 Hydras isn't going to do that much.
Yeah. Zealots tearing their way through the natural, moving up into the main, as well as third so far, unfettered by this attack, but this is just going to keep going with this Warp Prism here and instant reinforcements. Hydralisks are in production here. We're going to see if those can be enough to start to shoot us back. Obviously, Hydralisk is going to do a reasonable job against the Immortals, but with the constant chase from Zealots, they're just not going to be able to get anything done, and this +1 attack is just really proving to be too much here.
Yeah, this is just too much. The layer is going to go down. Another Warp in round of Zealots. The third is going to drop. GG! Selendis
GG.
with game 1.